Hey, how's it going, people? Panda here, and I'm back with another E3 post-reaction video thing. This time it's for my friends and pals over at EA. I don't really know anybody there. It's just, well, kind of over Twitter, a couple, nothing major. Truck, go away. But EA's presser just ended, as expected again. Very good. It was, also seemed kind of lackluster, I guess. Like, nothing super major. The very end was obviously the biggest part, but still, something felt odd about it. Maybe it just wasn't as impactful as Microsoft's, which does make sense. But starting off, they showed more of a development trailer for Star Wars Battlefront. What they did for capturing detail with equipment and environment and stuff is actually a really cool thing. They had some early in-engine renders of the game, so there's like an idea what it will look like. Some images were probably more towards the finished product than others. After that, they kind of picked up where Microsoft left off and went into a pretty large presentation for Dragon Age Inquisition. It was, like I said, it was a large presentation, and it spanned a pretty decent time block. It was actually during an entire like BioWare kind of mini conference thing where they went over that. Went over part of the development cycle for the new Mass Effect game, where they got wanted a lot of response from the players, as well as teased new IP, but nothing was officially confirmed. After that, a Sims 4 announced. I don't know if it was really an announcement, but they went over Sims 4 and how they're smart Sims, and it's like really detailed. You can really create like a kind of character profile. Missing the right word for it, but emotions, stuff like that. Looked pretty cool. After that, we got into some EA Sports stuff, which is actually where I started to really like EA growing up. UFC. Anyway, UFC got a trailer mostly talking about Bruce Lee and showing some gameplay with Bruce Lee and what name is escaping me? It's a big name. I don't think he's fighting anymore, but still. I tried the demo out for a while. I couldn't really get a handle on the controls after messing with it for a while, but it is a very pretty game. You can really see a lot of impact, kick it to the ribs. There's skin wrinkles. It's if it's your thing, it's probably a really good thing. Just kind of not mine. After that, we got some NHL 15. I'm always interested when I get into the NHL thing. I used to play it some. I've played some demos in the last several years. I would have bought, I think it was last year's game, had Pecorine won the vote, but he didn't, so I kind of lost interest on petty like that, I guess. After that, there was another new IP announced. It's basically if you took a Red Bull commercial and you want to make a game off of it, it's what this is going to be. A lot of jumping out of helicopters onto a dirt bike off of a cliff, parasailing, that's not the right word, paragliding, something down to another motorcycle, just craziness. It definitely looks interesting. Really can't wait for like probably next year when we get to see a lot more. After that, PGA Tour, they have finally taken Tiger Woods' name off of it and announced that it was actually running on Frostbite 3 instead of the Infinite engine, or Ignite engine, not Infinite. Maybe they use both. Ignite's a new one. And it really, really looked stunning. They had a bit where someone teed off, the ball had kind of a explosion graphic with it, and it flew over what looked like the Parasail Storm ship crash from Battlefield 4. I thought that was just hung for the trailer, but the guy afterwards said, no, you can really hit it over a battleship. So that would be a cool, like, fun addition course. I imagine, however, most of it will be actual courses, Augusta, the British Open courses, things like that. After that, we got Madden 15. They went over a lot of detail on how the defensive mechanics have been improved. That's always the big talking point for Madden, is the mechanic improvement, and it's always a good thing to hear, really, when the football games got improvements like that. I kind of fell out of Madden but locked on with NCAA football for a long time since that's canceled. I don't have a football game, although I might try 15. I usually download the beta or the demo for Madden, so definitely want to do that again, probably, and then based on if I actually get the game. After that, we got actually a trailer and development thing for Dawngate, which is a MOBA that they're publishing. I'm pretty sure they're not any development team with it. I got on the beta a while back. I've just not played it at all. But MOBAs are the really hot ticket now. After that, Mirror's Edge got a nice little piece. Again, very good looking game. Talked about how there's so many options for the parkour, and how they really tried to tailor the game around the main character and stuff like that. It looks really, really cool. FIFA 15, I don't remember them doing it before. If not, I just really noticed it this time, where they're really actually selling it towards EU buyers, calling it football, saying pitch, boot, things like that, because it's not as big as definitely Madden or anything. As soon as they didn't bring up NBA Live, that's interesting, kind of. But it looks like they're really tailoring the sell for EU and I guess Asia, maybe mostly EU and UK. Really driving it home for those buyers over US. After that, we got a very large in presentation for Battlefield Hardline. Included, of course, the trailer that came out this past week, as well as a gameplay footage thing of a multiplayer match of cops versus crooks or criminals. I don't remember which one. I wrote down crooks. Looked really cool, actually. It looked like Battlefield, of course, graphically in the way that it played, but also had really different fun elements. There was the sawed-off shotgun, the tasers, baseball badges, kind of goofy things that wouldn't be in a core Battlefield title, that made it look really more interesting. And then at the end, they announced that there's a beta starting today, or on Monday the 9th, whenever this might be watched. That it's going to be semi-closed, but it's just on PC and PlayStation 4. They said something about signing up on the website, but you could also just go to your copy on at least on PlayStation 4 and download it. So I guess if you don't have Battlefield 4, you have to sign up. But if you don't, you have or if you have Battlefield 4, you have instant access. I don't know. It does suck that I can't play it. I'm a little salty about that. I finally wish I had a PlayStation 4. Which doesn't say there was a couple times where it would have been nice to have one, but yeah, I'm not regretting my buy. I'm on other topics again. I do that. Go play the beta. Look cool.